So Rare Breed leveled up their lawfare to a whole nother level, and that's what we're going to be covering in today's video. We're going to go over a little bit of history so you understand why the newest lawsuit makes no sense and it just blows your mind that it's happening. The biggest problem is, though, depending on where you live, your area might get triaged off in a natural disaster. That happens. They're going to put hospitals and old folks' homes as priority, and that's where the sponsor of this channel kicks in. It's GotYour6app.com. Now, you have to go to .com because, obviously, it's Second Amendment related, so they're not allowed in any app store. And it's basically an organizational tool for emergencies. You can press a button and you have your community set up, and they'll respond to you. So it doesn't matter if your area gets triaged off. You still have everyone you need when you need them. So go check it out because I'm really struggling to get sponsors for the channel because the last sponsor I had, not counting this one, went to federal prison, so it makes it a little bit difficult. But back into the video. Alright, so let's go over a brief history of force reset triggers and how, at least I understand them. And it's possible there's a mistake here or there because there's a lot that happened behind closed doors that we don't know about. We hear about the person bitching like, oh my God, Rare Breed's suing me, and then all of a sudden they just disappear. So actually what happened is unclear. So, the very first force reset trigger was the 3M Tac-Con. Now, back when Rare Breed launched, and I'm like, hey, you know, I really don't want to bring them on the channel until they have an ATF approval letter, everyone was like, well, hey, the Tac-Con's already been out for years, they already have an approval letter, you don't have to worry, force reset triggers are definitely not a machine gun, the ATF already gave them an approval letter, it's good to go. Cool. So clearly they haven't established a history way before Rare Breed. So then Rare Breed happens, and the Graves, they have a couple of different, the WOT, the Watt is out there, the Alamo 15, and then the FRT, and then the Tac-Con. Those were the four big players, right? Well, Rare Breed goes after Big Daddy Unlimited, gets rid of the Watt. Now, this happened when I was locked up, so I don't know the details of this story, but Graves, the actual inventor of the new, what we understand as a Rare Breed trigger now, because the Tac-Con is a different principle. It operates differently than the force reset triggers. I don't fully understand the mechanics because they're not in front of me, and I can't take them apart, but that's why the ATF actually went after Rare Breed, because they're like, hey, you're not covered under their approval letter because your trigger operates differently. Your trigger's a machine gun, the Tac-Con, the 3MR is not a machine gun. Anyway, so the machine gun version, or the ATF version, was invented by Graves. He had the Alamo 15. From what I understand, again, this isn't fact. This is what I understand. Somebody like his partner or something like that had sold in some slimy, behind closed doors deal a patent of his to Rare Breed, so they had a part ownership, and that's how they were able to make the FRT 15. Again, you know, this is conjecture, this isn't fact, so don't take it as fact. And ultimately, they wind up going after him, saying that he was patent infringing, even though he was the inventor. I don't know how the inventor patents infringes on his own design, but so they wind up suing him out, they sued the WOT out. Now we get into, all right, Rare Breed's done with the ATF, and allegedly they're told that they have to enforce their patent. Now, what exactly does that mean? I don't know, but what they're doing out there, according to the community, and I went through the comment sections, is very slimy. People don't like it at all. Because the super safety is obviously not a Rare Breed trigger. Not at all. Now, the whole thing with the super safety is, I guess, the inventor of that put it out for an open source thing, right? So anybody can print it out. You don't have to pay hundreds of dollars for a Rare Breed trigger. You can just make your own super safety. It's all good, right? Well, a company called Twin Bros seen that design. Again, this is what I understand. I don't know this for fact, but this is the general understanding of how it went down. This company called Twin Bros seen the super safety design and was like, hey, this doesn't have a patent on it, and it's open source. Let's throw a patent on it. So they wind up throwing a patent on the super safety. Then Rare Breed bought that patent from Twin Bros, and now they're suing Tim Hoffman, the inventor of the super safety, saying you can't put that out anymore because we own the only patent on it. So that's what's going on with the super safety. Now here's where the shit really gets deep. So put on your waders. Are you guys ready? You got your nose pin on and your waders on? Now Rare Breed is pursuing Partisan Triggers, because Partisan Triggers bought the 3MR Tac-Con patent, which clearly existed before all of this. They're the original patent as far as we know it. Partisan Triggers has it. They're producing the 3MR Tac-Con trigger. And now Rare Breed is suing them saying, actually you don't own that patent. We bought some other patent. I guess maybe it's similar in nature or something like that. So even though Partisan Triggers has the original patent, Rare Breed is suing them trying to get rid of their competition. Because they're just crushing all competition on Rare Breed triggers. I shouldn't say Rare Breed triggers, force reset triggers. Simply by going in there and racking up legal expenses to a point to where people can't afford it. And then like, you walk away right now. Now, again, this happens behind closed doors. This isn't for sure. But you walk away right now and we'll cut you this big ass check and we'll cover all the legal expenses. Because they got Big Daddy Unlimited to do it. They got Graves to do it. The Twin Bros to do it. Basically everyone. So we'll see what happens. Clearly, Partisan Triggers is not patent infringing on them because that patent existed way before the Rare Breed trigger did. They were the ones that actually got the only ATF approval letter until Rare Breed ultimately won against the ATF. So, what's going on here? Did the ATF really tell them that they had to go after these people that aggressively? And if they did, why would they agree to that? Like, that is just a terrible thing. Or are they using that as an excuse to protect the cash cow? Like, the audience will get behind us. We'll just say that the ATF, this was a part of the agreement. The only way the force reset triggers can exist is if we aggressively attack everyone as an excuse. But what we're really doing is we're just crushing the market. And we're using that to cover our PR. That's the real question here. I'd like to actually see if you guys can produce this and send it to me in a private message or something like that, what the actual agreement was that they had to sign with the ATF. Is it just to go after their patent, or is it to go after every force reset trigger? And if it is to go after every force reset trigger, if they're literally put out there as the ATF's hitman, why would they agree to that? I wouldn't. I'd be like, hell no, I just won. They already declared in the Fifth Circuit my trigger is not a machine gun. Why would I agree to something like that? You guys are insane because that would just destroy customer relations. That'd be a PR nightmare. No, I'm not agreeing to that. Or was there no agreement and this was just made up? I'm told there is some sort of agreement, but how exactly far does that agreement make them have to go? Because the super safety and the partisan triggers are clearly not under the 223 patent. Not even close. Anybody that knows anything can look at that and be like, no. Now, a judge may rule differently. I don't know. We'll have to see what a judge does because, I mean, shit, a judge ruled that the auto key card was a machine gun, so there's really no saying exactly what a judge is going to do. Who knows? But this seems kind of slimy, if you ask me. I don't think that the ATF would say you need to go out there and crush every industry that makes a force reset trigger. Could I see him saying, hey, you need to enforce your patent? Yeah. But to crush every force reset trigger company in America? And if that wasn't there, why would you agree to that? These are the questions I'm having. So, leave in the comments below what you think, and if you'd like to help support the channel directly, the best way to do that is shopping at Only Tactical Fans at Shopify.com, where you can purchase cool merchandise, MREs, t-shirts, hats, beanies. I'm about to put life straws on there right now, so that's pretty awesome. Otherwise, if you don't want to spend any extra money, but you'd still like to support the channel, the next best way to do it is go down the affiliate link to the Amazon affiliate link, click on that, and do the Amazon shopping you were already going to do anyway. Even if you don't buy what the link is for, which the link does have this shirt on there, just clicking on that link and doing the Amazon shopping you were already going to do anyway, I get a little kickback for it because you came there off my channel. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.